Deploy ASP.NET Web App in Azure portal. So now what I do is I'll try to click on App Services. The moment I click on App Services and we'll click on a web app, this is very, very important. So we'll try to click on App Services and a web app. So in this web app, we'll try to see today a deployment with a GitHub deployment. So I'll try to enable and then I'll try to use the GitHub way of a deployment, and then we'll deploy our web app using our source code. Okay, yeah. So if you see, we have a subscription. That's the subscription and the resource group. I want to pick it, and last time we have already created in our previous video. That is go get my guru-rg, the resource group which we have created it. So if you don't know how to create a resource group, you can go ahead and then I can check it out. Yeah, cool. So the instance detail, I'll just try to say go get my guru, say web app is my the new web app, and this is a new feature from June 1st. We have a unique default host name which will get created, and with the help of this, so this is how it will be created and the format of it. Yeah, so I want to publish my web app using the app services, and it's a code base deployment because I have a code base ready in my GitHub, and then I want to deploy it. That's what actually we want to do it. Yeah, cool. So the runtime stack, I want to pick it as a .NET 8 LTS, the recent LTS, the long-term support we have, and then I'm trying to pick it, and I want to pick my Windows as the operating system, and the West Europe. Yeah, we have here the West Europe. I'll pick it as the West Europe in Windows and a .NET 8 LTS. So it's very important whenever you are trying to deploy using a deployment that is a GitHub deployment, make sure that you check your region as well as you check your app service plan, which is very, very important. So right now I'm picking it as a Windows on the West Europe so that it will allow me. Like that, we have different options. So you have to just pick it properly. Okay. And I'm in a Azure subscription 1. I'm not in a free subscription, and that also matters actually whenever you are deploying your application. So we have a Windows and a West Europe, and then this is the Windows plan and the pricing plan. Okay, pricing plan, no problem. We can pick it up at the free plan, because if you are trying to pick operating system Linux and then free plan, it's it's very difficult to go ahead with the GitHub way of a deployment. Okay, that's not possible. So I'm trying to pick it as a Windows and then the free F1 plan, because I want to go for a free F1 plan. Let's see if there are challenges, and then we can able to get it. Cool. So I have just selected all these options. Then what next? Okay, then I'll try to go to the deployment. So this is very, very important, the deployment. I have my code base ready, and then I picked it as a .NET 8, and this is the continuous deployment which I'm trying to pick it. The GitHub account is already linked, and my organization is Go Get My Guru. So the repository I'll try to pick, and then you can see that the .NET Core Docs Hello World. So this is the repository which is already ready. My code base is already ready. So you can see that in this GitHub repository, from the Azure sample, I already forked my code. This is a sample, so I'll just try to go here. And the moment I go, I'll give this link to you. So what you have to do is you have to click on a fork, and then you have to add this project into your project, which I already did it. Okay, yeah. So I already forked my code. So the moment I fork my code, now you can see that it's my own project now, which I took it from the Azure sample. Because I don't want to write it. So cool. We have a .NET Core Docs Hello World as a code base, which I forked it, and this is already ready here. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to pick it in my repository, and my branch is main branch. Okay, cool. So we selected all these options, and then now what I do is I'll try to click on basic authentication. Also, you can play with it. Right now, I want to just mention it as a disable option. We'll cover so many other stuffs in future as well. So I'll try to click on a create option. Important that we are using a GitHub way of a deployment, and I'm trying to use a free SKU plan, and with the Windows OS and the West Europe region, I'm trying to pick it. It's very important whenever you are using the service plan with the specific region, and when you want to go for a web deploy with GitHub way of a deployment, you have to choose properly your app services as well as the region. This is very, very important. You can follow this, but make sure that from the Azure sample you can fork it. Yeah, cool. So I'll click on simply a create option. The moment I click on a create option, so let's see, let's wait and watch, and I'm trying to pick it as a free plan. So let's see if I pick it as a free plan also, so it should give me, or it should allow me to create my a web app. Now we can able to see that the web app deployment is in progress, and we can able to see our web app deployment resource and then status code 200, which we got it, and we have to just go default domain here, go get my guru web app default domain. We can able to see it in this.